Hello everyone, this is PC Death Gamer. Welcome back to another episode of Go Nippon 2016. Last week we left off, of course, Makoto and Akira. So it's fourth day. We are going to Kyoto, I believe is where it is. Oh shit, I can't remember. Of course, different log, different day. Anyway, going on our 2-day trip, and I know how it ends. But anyway. Now then, are you two ready? Yeah! Wallets? Check. Change of clothes? Check. Okay, in that case, our 1-night, 2-day stay in Kyoto was right. I remember that part. Let's go! Of course, all three. Now, as for our itinerary from Tokyo to Kyoto, we'll get on the Shinkansen from here at Tokyo Station. The Shinkansen? What? What is it? Why are you that far up about riding the Shinkansen? Any tourist would be. Of course I am. It's the Shinkansen, Not only is it the fastest train in the world, but you can't deny that it is the safest, most technologically advanced train out there. Wow, is it really? It sure is. I mean, I've been hoping to ride the Shinkansen at least once. Wow, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm sure you're right. First, we need to buy our tickets to get on. Sure, let's do that. First, there are several Shinkansen lines where you get when you get out of Tokyo. The one that goes to Kyoto is called the Tokaido Shinkansen. Tokaido Shinkansen, right? Yes. There are also 3 kinds of Tokaido Shinkansen. Those are the Nozomi, the Hikari, and the Kodama. That's right, the Kodama stops at every station, but the Hikari and Nozomi only stop at the important ones. They're special express trains in every sense of the word. Between the two, the Nozomi takes shorter stops at each station than the Hikari. There are about 500 kilomiles, or meters, whichever one, I can't fucking remember. I think it's kilometers, between Tokyo and Kyoto. The Nozomi makes the trip in about 2 hours 20 minutes. 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's even faster than I thought. By the way, all the trains cost the same amount, so if you're going to a major station like Kyoto or Osaka, it's better to take the Nozomi. I see. Now about the tickets. To ride the Shinkansen, you'll need both a boarding pass and a special express ticket. Then you'll choose between free seat or reserve seat. A boarding pass and an express ticket, then free seat or reserve seat. A one-way free seat ticket to Kyoto is about 13,000 yen, but a round-trip ticket is a little cheaper each way, so it's best to go round-trip for your boarding pass whenever possible. Round-trip, I'll remember that. Now, when you buy them in Japanese JR stations, there are ticket counters called Midori no Monoguchi. Larger stations just use vending machines. Also, in some stations, you can purchase tickets from travel agency counters. That's right, when you're using a rail pass, you can't use the Nozomi, so be careful. If you go to a travel agency, you can sometimes buy them in a bundle with hotel reservations at a discounted price. Wow. Alright, One-chan, when we go to Kyoto, make sure our seats are... I got it on the right side, right? Yeah. You always know what I'm thinking, One-chan. Seats on the right side. Why? Because... Nope. I'm not telling right now. You'll see soon enough. What? Now you got me curious. Tell me. No way. Then Makoto? No way, One-chan. Don't tell him. Yes, I know. Ah. Now, first we'll buy the tickets, then grab our bento and board the train. We're buying bento before we get on the train? Of course, there used to be restaurant cars on the Shinkansen itself, but as travel time got faster and faster, train companies stopped doing it because there was less of a need to eat a full meal on the train. So as sort of a replacement, larger stations started selling special bento known as Ikeben that contained the region's specialty food. Eating an Ikeben while chatting with friends and watching the scenery pass by is part of the fun of the train ride. Yeah, in other words, it's a way to make the trip itself special. That's exactly it. It's not just a mode of transportation, but a part of the journey. This is getting really exciting. I can't believe it cost that much. 139. Yeah. So we just bought our bento and got through the gate. Now we wait for the Shinkansen to arrive. Shinkansen. You look like in the sight of a little kid, but it's here. Whoa, that's Shinkansen. Yes, it's the newest model, the N700. It's the real thing. Its form looks like perfectly streamlined smart train. It's amazing, you can tell it's fast just by looking at it. Well, it's worth noting that since the train first started running, the trip time to Kyoto has been reduced by nearly 1 hour. An hour? That's even more amazing when you put it that way. I wonder how hard they must have worked to shrink the time by an hour. Come on, it's fine for you to get excited, but don't space out or the train will leave without us. Um, 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 oh. So, have you calmed down a little? Huh? Are you insane? I've been calm the whole time. Please, you're insane is my line. You've been spazzing out since we got on the train. We've been on the train for 40 minutes now, and you've been acting crazy the whole time. I am not. Don't say you're not spazzing. Come on, let him be. There's nothing wrong with him enjoying himself, right? Yeah, I mean, this is totally amazing. These seats are so comfortable, you can recline them so far, and even though we're racing by 300 kilometers per hour, kilometers. That's what it is, kilometers. Dumbass. I don't feel the slightest vibration. Each seat has its own power outlet, and you can even connect to the internet. I can't believe how advanced Japan is with stuff like this. See, you're totally spazzing out right now. Yeah. Now, enough with the flirting, you two. We aren't flirting. Really, from my point of view, it looks exactly like flirting. That's why I'm telling you we're not. It's going to sound like you were, given how much you're denying it. Come on. One-chan, you're always quick to say such strange things. Sorry. Anyway, it's about time. Ah, what is it? It's about time for what? Hee. Remember earlier when I asked for seats on the right side of the train? You're going to learn why very soon. Ah, it's in sight, you two. Look. Ah, Mount Fuji. That's Japan's greatest mountain. Mount Fuji. No shit. Mountain everyone's climb when they go to Japan. Mount Fuji. That snow-crest peak, that gentle slope. So peaceful and solemn, yet with such a presence. Not gentle. How can I describe it? To just call it beautiful would feel cliche. It's 3,776 meters tall, the tallest active volcano in Japan. Huh? Active volcano? Mount Fuji is an active volcano? Yes, it is. It last erupted 300 years ago until 10 years ago scientists thought it might have gone dormant. Nope. But when they learned that it was still active internally, they reclassified it as an active volcano. That's an active volcano. They say that the last time it erupted, the ash reached all the way to Tokyo. That's so far. When you look at the data, we see that Mount Fuji eruptions don't have a routine cycle, but the largest it remained dormant was a little under 300 years. And as One-chan said, the last eruption was 300 years ago. That mean that means it could erupt at any time. Yes. Uh, there are various theories on why it's called Mount Fuji. One meaning the word Fuji is unique, another word is undying. Some theorize that the name stems from unique mountain or undying mountain. an undying mountain. Yes, that explanation would suggest that as an active volcano, the ancients that it was a living mountain. A living mountain? Say, can you climb to the top of Mount Fuji? Yes, you can, although you can only get halfway up by car, and past that you need to climb on foot. Generally speaking, lodges on the mountainside only open in the summer, around July and August. So if you don't climb it, you need to go during that period. I see. Mount Fuji, Japan's greatest mountain. Someday I'd like to climb it for myself. Hmm. Time passes, time passes. Thank you for riding with us today. Kyoto, Kyoto, please be sure to collect your belongings before you disembark. Bright light, bright light. And now we're in Kyoto. Ah, we're here. This is Japan's old capital, Kyoto. Kyoto. Kyoto is was Japan's capital for over 1,000 years until it was changed over to Tokyo in 1867. For over 1,000 years, Kyoto became the capital in the year 794. Before that, Japan's government was centered in the Nara prefecture, and the capital would shift around when the head of state changed. But in 794, they built a new city on this land. It was known as Hoyonkyo, and its layout is based on the contemporary capital of China. That city remained as Japan's capital for more than 1,000 years. Such a long time, huh? But, what's wrong? What year did the Edo period start? In 1603. Wasn't Tokyo the center of government during the Edo period? In that case, Kyoto should have stopped being the capital that year. You make a good point. It's true that the center Japanese government was moved to Tokyo during the Edo period. But while the shogun had the real power in the Edo period, the formal head of government was not the shogun himself, but the emperor here in Kyoto. So even during that time, the Japanese government was technically centered in Kyoto. And even when it officially moved to Edo, Kyoto and Osaka continued to grow as if they were still next door to the capital, right? That's right. I see. So you can say Kyoto is the city that maintains traditions, forms, and culture of Japan's good old days. I see. I guess Kyoto is the first thing I think of when it comes to traditional Japanese culture. But still, but you'd rather be seeing the town for yourself instead of listening to our lectures, right? How did you know that? Because we can read your face like a book, right, Aki-chan? Yeah, especially when you're thinking of other things. No way! A response like that. Wait a minute. You mean you do think of those things? No? No. That was just an automatic response, that's all. What, are you saying we're lacking in women charms? No. What are you talking about? Do you want me to think those things or not? That's... Oh, you idiot. Of course I don't want you to think about it, you perv. Told you I'm not... Come on, Aki-chan, let's put this strange quarrel to rest. Concerning the earlier issue, it's no wonder you're more interested in the modern town. Kyoto is still a major metropolis after all. So it's still generally changing as new people and shops come in. I see. Now that you mention it, I can see that is true. Well, as long as we're here, we really should take a look all around. So let's cut the chit-chat. It's time for a quick tour. Yes, it is. That's what I've been waiting for. So, where should we start? First, a word of warning about getting around Kyoto. Getting around Kyoto. Yes, Kyoto is dotted with all kinds of temples and shrines, so it's surprisingly difficult to get around in it. The easiest method is the bus line managed by the city bus. Bus, huh? I'm not good with those. I get motion sickness. It's not as if we'll be on them for very long, though. Don't worry. The city bus has a day pass that allows you to ride as much as you'd like for 500 yen, $5. So here, this is your portion. Oh, thanks. That's my One-chan, so well prepared. Tourists mostly use the 100, 101, and 102 bus lines because there's a lot to see along them. Lately, the buses that tourists use most often have been given easily distinguishable car designs and gimmicks. So let's all use the bus. So so, so let's uh all use the buses a lot. Okay, then once more, where should we go first? Let me see. I think that's the best place, don't you? That. Oh, great. $3. Of course. This is the Kyoto-Dero, the most famous temple in Kyoto. Yeah, Kyoto-Dero. They say Kyoto-Dero was completed in the year 778 before Kyoto became the capital. Before Kyoto was capital, there are temples that old. Kyoto-Dero is known for how the main hall bulges out of the side of the mountain. The main hall was rebuilt over and over due to fires, and the last rebuild was in 1633, so it's still quite old. It was it was still built around 400 years ago then. It's standard for stone buildings in America and Europe to survive that long, but for these Eastern wooden structures to last so long shows the care that goes into them. I know. Do you know the Japanese phrase jump from the stage at Kozumu means to plunge head first into something? The stage at Kozumu, it refers to this building? Yes, apparently if you gather up your courage and jump from here, your wish will come true. They say that in the old days, many men really would make the jump to show their determination. From here, but it's really far down. Yeah, they say some people died trying it. Honestly, men are such idiots. Ah, you're talking to a thrill seeker. Yeah, no. I can't help but agree with you there. As long as we're here, let's go to the Owa, Ottawa, ugh, Ottawa waterfall below. The Ottawa waterfall? Yes, a small waterfall consisting of three narrow streams. The waterfall has existed for over 1,000 years, and back then people said the water would confer wealth or long life, and they loved it. It was like a fountain of youth. The fountain of youth. Okay, let's check it out. I know where this is going to go. Whoa, there really are three trails of water here. Each stream confers its own blessing. From right to left, they confer academic success, health, and love, respectively. Academics, health, and love. So then, starting from the right, I take the water from each and drink it. Okay, let's start with the water of academics. Go, go. Now the water of health, then the water of love. Go, go, go. Whew, it's delicious. It really could be the fountain of youth. Huh? Now that I think about it, you guys only drink from health and love springs, and none from the academic ones. How come? Well, alright. Yes. What? You both look so serious. Truth is, it's said that anyone greedy enough to try to drink from all three rivers will be denied their blessings. What? Wait, is that true? Yes, I'm sorry to say. No, wait, why didn't you tell me that earlier? Because it wouldn't have been as funny. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I didn't earn any blessings today. I could have used the blessings and love at least. Then now that I think about it, Makoto and Akira both drank from the love spring. Okay. First entry fee, or $4. Now our next Kyoto sightseeing spot is here. Yep, the Golden Temple. Whoa. This is the Kinkaku-ji. Kinkaku. The king in Kinkaku is a reference to the grand golden colored temple, but that's just his nickname. What's his real name? I know it. It's the Rokuon-ji, right? That's right. You really know your stuff, Aki-chan. Hold your applause until the end. I still know a lot more about the Rokuji. Then why don't you tell us all about it, Akira? Leave it to me. The fact is that there was already a temple here in the 13th century, but the noble who commissioned it was put to death for conspiring against the emperor, and it fell into ruin. Then around the end of the 14th century, the shogun Ashikaga, uh, Ashikaga Yoshimitsu fixed it up and built a new temple, which he called the Rokujin. Wow, is that really what happened? Yes, she's exactly right. Wait a minute, why are you asking One-chan for confirmation? But no reason, just want to be sure. Let me tell you, this isn't all I know. I also know that when the temple was completed, the grounds around it were larger and it completely burned down once. Burned down the temple. Was it in a war or what? Sorry, it burned down just 60 years ago. It was arson. Arson? You mean someone set fire to it? Yeah, in 1950 by a young monk still in training. A monk committed arson. That's right, the temple was already a famous natural treasure at that time, so it caused a huge stir. I see, that makes sense. Then a world famous author named Mishima Yoko wrote a novel about it. The name of the novel is, of course, Kinkaju Kujin. Okay, I'm going to end this episode here. If you guys did enjoy this episode, do make sure you hit that like button or leave a comment below. If you want to see any more of this series or other series, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Anyway, this is PC Death Gaming. As always, hope you enjoyed. Keep playing on. See yas.